I'm telling him tomorrow I want that other cable in there.
He may not put it in, he may have instructions from Southern,
Well, he better fix my TV.
I mean from Comcast.
Throw him off the balcony.
This is like out of
I
order.
paid $22
Yeah, please.
lines through my TV.
This is out of order, it's got nothing to do with the budget. If you want to talk to us, come up to the office tomorrow. If you have a problem, we'll straighten out your problem. We can do that without a
I'll
problem.
straighten it out with him tomorrow. He's coming back. He's saying it.
That doesn't mean you straighten it out because he's only gonna do what he was told to do.
Harold, is that a fixed rate for 6 years?
That's a fixed rate
It is.
for
So it
the
doesn't go
coming
up?
year of 2000.
It's a what?
For the coming year of 2000, on the anniversary date, if they have an increase to the tax or something, at that time they come to us and they tell us what's gonna happen.
So it's not a fixed rate?
But
No, it's not a fixed rate. It's not fixed for 6 years.
no, I said
Well,
for
the
1 year.
To answer yes or no.
Every anniversary, they can do a tax. If they have the CPI goes up, they have a right to add that into it, but that's all. Please, let's go back to the budget.
Yes.
Good Lord.
Are all questions asked?
No, because there's still a mistake.
Okay, tell us the mistake.
The last on this sheet,
Okay,
the last department, which happens to be Mr. Sells, he didn't get a $22 increase, he got a 22-cent increase. I'm sure he must be delighted with that.
22-cent increase.
The decimal was placed wrong.
okay.
Motion.
Again, I previously stated that we were going to check all the figures. If there was an error in the decimal, if there was an error in the calculations, we were going to rectify it.
Okay.
Now that you told us where it is, we'll take care of it. I have no problem with that. Are there any other budget questions?
And will a revised budget be going out to everybody?
Yes,
Yes.
in the next mailer,
In the next
What's the
meeting,
cost for a mailing now?
about $3.75.
$375 for what, a 1 decimal point error?
Well,
it's going to
no,
be a meeting anyhow.
we're going to have a mailer, we're going to include it in there. This is a weighty one, so it costs, we try to get it into a white envelope,
It's all right, no
not
big
an
deal,
envelope.
no big deal.
But there will be another meeting. And if there is an error in it, and we will rectify it, we have no problem with it. Any other budget question? Let me see what it was now. I'm not sure it's in town. All right, the discussion on the budget is closed. The appointed people for the inspection counting. The ballot, no,
You want the number?
the properties that are counted by,
Are you ready?
I like the numbers, please.
Let's give it to him. Well, just give him all of them.
I'm gonna get my pen out.
Well,
It'll be on 16.
51 yeas, 33 yeas, I have 45 yeas and 3 nays, and 26
It's total.
nays. Total of 158, which was 155 yeas and 3 nays.
Being 155 yes and 3 no's,
Right.
the reserves that will not go into effect, they've been voted down. Therefore, we have no reserves. The ballot being counted, they will be attached to the minutes and saved in the office. unfinished business? Any new business?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was waiting for a vote on the budget. No, I guess, do we want to vote on the budget or? Oh,
I got a little bit ahead of myself.
but before we vote, what are we voting exactly on? This budget, a revised budget? What are we,
We're gonna vote on this budget.
this budget?
The end of it has to be revised. We revised it because of the mathematical error. If there's a mathematical error in it, you'll be notified about it in the next meeting. This budget is gonna be voted upon.
With the errors?
That we're not sure how many errors there are. If it's a decimal point or something, then we're still gonna vote on it. But that doesn't mean that the numbers are gonna be firm. Like I stated previously, if there is an error, we'll rectify the error. But the budget per se is what we'll vote on.
So the budget that we're gonna vote on, Harold, is $387,260. Is that correct? And that's the budget, that's it, the
Yes.
figure here without the reserve, because the reserve has been voted down.
Correct.
Everyone is clear on that, that that's that. And given that there might be a mathematical error in here, the amount that we're talking about is $387,260, which is in effect about $60,000 over the budget from last year because of the inclusion of the cable TV.
Correct.
Okay, we're all clear on that?
The
Good.
total number, as she just stated,
I'm not clear on anything.
if I can
Here,
find
right
it.
here, this is right here.
The total number of the budget is $387,260. That's what we're gonna vote on. Now, if there's an error in the mathematics about it or something, so that'll be rectified. But so far, we see that to be the number at the bottom line. Now, would somebody call,
Could I make a motion that we vote
make
on,
a motion to
could I make a motion that we vote on the budget as of the figures that I have just said,
correct?
the $387,260 budget that we have proposed, and could someone, I make a motion that we vote on that?
Do I hear a second?
Second,
Do a secretary call the roll?
Nancy Feenan,
Yes.
Harold Willett,
Yes.
Leslie Dean,
yes.
Tony Rubio,
No.
Dorothy Perry, yes.
The vote being 4-1, the budget is carried as stated.
I'll tell you after the meeting when I vote.
It doesn't matter.
Well,
All right, yes.
Vote any way you want.
That's good.
No, vote, you can vote any way you want. You can vote you want.
there was a reason.
The vote being,
That's right.
I stated, the vote being 4-1, the budget is now carried. Any unfinished business?
Yes, I would just like this really for board very quickly, only because we have discussed this many times, and I would like this attached to the minutes. It's concerning the rental and an article in the High Riser and about the documents and the rules concerning, very quickly, the board cannot have a rule that says you can only rent, I don't know, once a year, minimum 12 months. It must be in the documents.
This is like, no, budget, could we just?
No, this is old business.
Okay.
I'm only, Nancy,
All right, okay.
I tell you why I'm saying it, because we have debated this.
Okay.
This is years ago when we went to the attorney, and Jim was on the board. He was, only so we don't get in any hot water. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it up. Other than that, I really don't care.
It's such a dichotomy when you say that, Mr. Rubio, that on the one hand, you really don't care, but on the other hand, you care enough to drag a meeting on because you want to say something about whatever it is that you're saying about. So let's get on with it, please, and so we can understand it. Thank you.
Well, when mistakes are made, sometimes they're very costly.
This could be true.
Yeah, well, again, so far, we've been board members for some time. You were on the board, then I don't know if there any costly mistakes that were done. We try to research everything. We try to research everything. Then we try to come up with the best information if there's any question about it, they speak to the attorney,
Right,
or always speak to the condominium.
I
I
agree.
have no problem in attaching this, and as you submitted it,
Yes.
and I will have the attorney maybe look at it or whatever, to make sure that we're not doing something we're not supposed to.
Right. That's what it is.
Any new business.
Oh,
That I know of.
We had one thing we did want to say. It's not anything to do with the budget, but in Bristol, it occurred that there was a false fire alarm set. And my parents live in Bristol, and my mother is very alert and very concerned. And she was timing the answering of the fire alarm by the fire department. She called me and she said, "Les, please look into it." It took a very long time for the answer. My mother was under the impression, which I'm sure a lot of you are, that when the fire alarm is pulled, it goes off in the fire station. It does not. You must call 911. If they get 10 calls, what difference does it make? When you hear that fire alarm, call 911, and they come within 3 minutes. We are not monitored. They do not come by pulling the station.
Let me go one step further. Since that incident, that I've asked for prices to see how we can connect the two an alarm that goes off in some manner, so that somebody doesn't have to call. So far, we don't know yet. I don't know if I can do it with the system that we have, or if I have to do it through a telephone line or something. I really don't know, but we do think it's worthwhile to address. Because if we have to modify our alarm system, and it's a little bit of money, I think it makes sense.
If some alarm systems like ADT could do it for your own apartment, why couldn't they do it for the buildings? It would sound really expensive.
There's a lot of code that goes with a large apartment building. Now, I don't know, as I said, I'm trying to find out now from the city. We have also a consultant that does our alarm systems here. They check them every year, they certify that they meet code. We try to find out from them the what and if we can do to do as I said, to have the alarm show up at the police station or the fire department or both or whatever, so we don't have to have somebody calling because most people don't know. We are looking into it, but right now, I don't have an answer.
You had mentioned we're gonna have a meeting in about 15 days.
Approximate.
Could you just kind of tell me what the meeting is gonna be on or about? I would like to know.
I'll discuss it with you anytime you want to come to the office.
Well, I work during...
I haven't written, when you make an appointment, I'll go at night, I don't care.
Could you just give me a hint what you're thinking about?
No, I haven't written, I haven't got the thing put together. I'm still discussing it with people,
Okay.
and it hasn't been finalized. There will be a mailing about it. I will discuss it with you prior to the mailing. All you gotta do is make yourself available. Then I'll make myself available to you. Not a problem.
Got it.
Mr. President, can I ask a question, this is for my own information? Does Tony have a key to the office as a duly elected board member? And does Leslie have her manager's license yet?
The manager's license, the Sheila does that for you.
Well, I just want a yes or no, that's a no big deal.
No, I don't have the license yet. I
And
just
what about
have
his
the...
key, does he have a key yet?
She hasn't finished answering the question, Mr.
Can he get in and out?